The hedge fund, as you well know, had subprime mortgages, many of which defaulted in the Katrina area. If you had to do it all over again, would you not have taken that money?
But look at what I've done. Look at what I've done. No, wait a second. You asked me the question.
Specific
You didn't let me respond. Look at what I've done. When that issue came up in New Orleans, what I did is went to Acorn, an organization that I had worked with in New Orleans, and we actually set up a fund to help people whose homes were being foreclosed on in New Orleans. I helped raise the money for that fund. Elizabeth and I made a big contribution to it ourselves because I feel, a personal commitment to help families whose lives have been devastated. It's why I have made central to my entire campaign the issue of poverty in America. And I am perfectly happy to have anybody in America, any voter in New Hampshire, any voter anywhere in this country, judge me based on what I've done in my life.
Before we go, there's been a lot of discussion about the Democrats and the issue of faith and values. I want to ask you a simple question. Senator Obama, what is your favorite Bible verse?
Well, I think it would have to be the Sermon on the Mount because it expresses a basic principle that I think we've lost over the last 6 years. John talked about what we've lost. Part of what we've lost is a sense of empathy towards each other. We have been governed in fear and division, and we talk about the federal deficit, but we don't talk enough about the empathy deficit, a sense that I stand in somebody else's shoes, I see through their eyes. People who are struggling, trying to figure out how to pay the gas bill or try to send their kids to college, we are not thinking about them at the federal level. That's the reason I'm running for president, because I want to restore that.
I want to give everyone a chance on this. If you could just take 10 seconds. Senator Clinton, favorite Bible verse?
The golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I think it's a good rule for politics, too.
Senator Gravel.
Most important thing in life is love. That's what empowers courage, and courage implements the rest of our virtues.
Congressman Kucinich?
I carry with me at every debate this prayer from St. Francis, which says, Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. And I believe very strongly that all of us can be instruments of peace, and that's what I try to bring to public life.
Senator Edwards.
It appears many times in the Bible, what you do unto the least of those, you do unto me.
Governor Richardson.
Sermon on the Mount, because I believe it's an issue of social justice, equality, brotherly issues reflecting a nation that is deeply torn and needs to heal and come together.
Senator Dodd.
Well, the Good Samaritan would be a worthwhile sort of description of who we all ought to be in life.
Senator Biden.
Christ's warning of the Pharisees. There are many Pharisees, and it's part of what has bankrupted some people's view about religion. I worry about the Pharisees.
I want to thank you all for your answers this evening. I want to ask Allison King for one more question. This, after all, is New Hampshire. She wants to ask you about baseball.
For many here in New England, the answer to this next question may be the most important one you answer tonight. Red Sox or Yankees? Governor Richardson. You stop.
What is it now, Bill? Come on.
Red Sox, because Manny Ramirez is back. The Red Sox will win the pennant and they will win the World Series.
Senator Clinton.
You know, I've got to take exception to this. Cleveland Indians won the Central Division, 92 victories. They're going to the World Series. Hi, Mom.
Senator Clinton, where are you on this? Red Sox or Yankees?
Well, I hate to say it in front of this New Hampshire crowd. I'm a Yankees fan, have been for a long, long time.
Senator Clinton, what about a World Series Yankees and Cubs?
Well, you know, I've worried about that because I think given the Cubs record, which of course I hope it happens, but it could very well be a sign of the coming apocalypse were that to ever occur. It would be so out of history that you'd have the Cubs versus the Yankees. Then I'd be really in trouble. But
who would you be for?
Well, I would probably have to alternate sides.
Spoken like a true sports fan. Senator Gravel, Yankees, Red Sox.
I'm from New England. I was born in Massachusetts. Do you have to ask that question?
Edwards.
Red Sox.
Obama.
Sox, but the wrong color. I'm a White Sox fan all the way.
Dodd.
Sox, and tomorrow night you're going to be hosting a debate in Red Sox Nation.
Yeah. Biden.
Who's going to be the president of Red Sox Nation? We all want to tune into that one as well.
I was raised in Scranton, Pennsylvania by a grandfather. If you weren't a Yankees fan, you didn't eat Yankees.
Thank you all. Thank you, voters of New Hampshire and all across the country, for watching the Democratic candidates tonight. And thank you, Dartmouth.